guys, Fire Dragon here, and yes, I am finally doing another art video. This is a dragon that I just recently drew and posted on my Instagram, because I'm planning on putting it on Etsy, but I figured I'd do a little video showing you how I do the scales and all that, and yeah. I mean, I've already started on some of them, but like, for the most part, I just wanted to kind of brush over, you know, going over how to draw the scales and all that. I don't know what else I'm going to add to it. Maybe some clouds, if I can, or some shrubs. Might have to look up some shrub references. That's okay. So yeah, for like the scales, you just kind of want to vary them in size. Yada yada yada. Like this. You do like little ovals or like a corner of a rectangle to kind of like, you know, get a different feel of like having different types of texture for scales and all that. And you want to just kind of like vary the size. It's like the only way I draw scales for dragons. It's a lot of work. Not everybody would want to do this, and I know that. But I am the exception, and I will make things harder for myself than they should be. But in the end, as much time and work and effort it takes to make, you know, the scales on this look the way they do, I feel like it gives a really badass effect. And as an artist, I really do appreciate stuff like this. So, because like, there's like art videos on YouTube and stuff like that. I know the art community is not too big, which is why I want to do, you know, gaming and art as like different things. Also, I'm a nerd, so I really want to do like cosplay videos later on as well. But for now, we're going to stick with this, which is doing art and gaming. See where that goes. So yeah. Also, I absolutely, and I've talked about this before, but I abhor art teachers. Art teachers can be terrible. I've had quite a few art teachers that I did not like, just because of how they taught and stuff like that, because they're just like, well, like, you can do this, 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 and this, but, like, I don't like certain types of art, so I don't want to see this, 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 and this in my classroom. Or, like, for school, like, you couldn't draw mushrooms, like, because of drugs. Like, they didn't want you to draw mushrooms, because apparently they're like, oh, that's letting kids, like, see drugs as being a cool thing, and we don't want that here in school. And I'm just like, fucking, it's a mushroom. Like, I don't know anybody who would, like, associate a mushroom immediately. Like, yeah, drugs! Totally, dude! I totally do the drugs and stuff. I've never done, like, drugs. I was that kid that didn't do drugs in school. I was that kid that was the awkward, shy, nerdy type that kept to myself and went about my day. So, that's what I was doing. Oh boy. I need to find my phone. Okay, it's behind me. I can get it later on when I need to do something else. Because the scales right now are pretty easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Because they're all like bigger scales versus doing like the itty bitty teeny tiny scales, which I'm not doing right now because God knows that's a nightmare. I mean, they get smaller is when it's like it's challenging. Also, if you're doing this, I highly suggest doing this. And then making sure to stretch your hand, like with any piece of art, because if you don't stretch your hand, you're going to get cramps, and you can get, like, carpal tunnel and crap like that. So, like, I would highly suggest, if you do draw a lot, always stretch your hand out. Like, especially if you've been drawing for a good couple days in a row. Like, the most I feel like I can really draw back-to-back a few days is, like, a good 3, maybe 4 days. Depending on stuff. Any more than that, and I notice that, like, my hand just, it just cramps up and it hurts. It makes it harder for me to just draw after that, and I really gotta rest my hand after, like, a good 2-3 days work. Usually 3 or 4 is where I like to kind of, you know, take a break. And then, like, other times it's just, like, me drawing all the time. It doesn't hurt my hand and whatnot. It's just fine. Because, like, some days I have those, and then, like, other days I can't. But, yeah, just always take breaks when you're drawing, too. Like, you can't just keep working on a project, boom, 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 one after another, thinking, oh, everything's going to be fine, because, like, I I took a break for like, I don't know, an hour and a half, and then like decided to go back to working on a crap ton of projects, like 10 or 12 projects like that day or something. Like, don't always, like, don't even overbook yourself on art stuff. Like, if you got stuff you want to do, like, you got different, like, techniques or other things you want to try to spread it out and, like, make it something manageable for you to do. I don't like it when people, you know, overdo it, and then they're just like, oh, I can't do anything anymore, because, like, oh, I overspent my whatever, and I can't, you know, I can't draw because now my hand's all cramped and it hurts and I'm going to get carpal tunnel later in life because I wasn't responsible and didn't take a break. Because I know how that is. Like, I've been like, I could draw all day, and then, like, I do, and then I'm just like, my hand is killing me, and I'm just like, why did I do this to myself? Why didn't I take, like, a break? But, you know, it's cool. It's chill. Also, if you got, like, friends who do art and stuff, like, sometimes, like, they can be, like, a good source of, like, you know, rational and reasonable, like, competition, you know, friendly competition stuff. Or, another thing is, like, they could be a really big inspiration to you artistically if you're, you know, in a rut, because that's why I like different artists, and that's why I guess I kind of like Instagram, is because, like, I follow a lot of artists on Instagram. And like, I do it because, like, one, I like seeing art. Two, it gives me some motivation and inspiration to do what I want to do artistically. And it's kind of like a little bit of a kick in the pants in a way. You know, because, like, you see other people working and it makes you want to work hard, too. Or at least it does for me. I mean, not everybody's going to be like me and be, like, motivated the way I am, but you know, that's just how it is sometimes. It's like some people get really motivated when they see other people's work. Some people get kind of like, I'm never going to be as good as them. I don't think, like, people should, like, you know, compare themselves to, like, say, another artist on Instagram if they have, like, if they do fantasy work like you do. Don't, like, compare your fantasy work to their fantasy work, because your fantasy work is going to be completely different from their fantasy work. Like, you have your own taste, you have your own style. By all means, go ahead and do what you want to do. Like, don't let that affect you to the point where you're just like, oh, I'm never going to be as good as them, I'll never be good enough, kind of thing. Like, no. Everybody's, like, at their own stage in art. Everybody does their own thing for art. Just do what you know and love, what feels right for you, and what works for you at the time. Because, like, I know a lot of young artists, especially, will compare themselves to more experienced artists, being like, I'll never get there, I don't think I could ever do that kind of crap. But, like, don't let that bother you. Don't do it. And, like, if you guys hear doors banging, that's my neighbors. And they're freaking irritating. They are always noisy at, like, random times during the night or during the day, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it sometimes. But we're going to move on from that and just go back to art. Because, like, yeah, this is how it works. It's how my brain works. And notice, like, I didn't finish this way. I'm going to get back to that. Because I usually, for art, is, like, I'll start at, like, one place, like, over here. And then, like, I'll branch off to, like, maybe down here to start to go somewhere else, or, like, go here. I don't really have a consistent flow. I just do wherever I feel like needs my attention the most at the time. So it's another thing. Like, always try to find certain things in your art that, like, you like, but also make sure you keep working and getting better and stuff like that. That's, like, important. Is, like, a lot of artists, once they feel like they've mastered something, they just kind of, like, drop off of it instead of, like, continuing to further their craft. That's something that bothers me. Is, like, if you're an artist, like, keep doing what you love. Keep working on making yourself better and getting better at stuff, because, like, that's always important. Don't just be like, okay, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish and now I'm done. Because I'm still trying to get good at anime and actually want to draw some more anime stuff and have an idea of eventually doing a original character for myself that I can cosplay as, because I wanted to cosplay, but, like, today's, like, adventure to go to the thrift store was inevitably a failure, which is, I Okay, I'm back. My camera just died, so I had to put a new battery in. God, I'm not prepared today. But that's okay. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Shh. Nobody needs to know. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. Everything will be good. Everything will be Gucci. So, aside from my camera dying and me being an idiot instead of, like, checking to see how much camera battery was left, because, like, it's an old camera. It's an old camera. Old one. God, they're so annoying. Freaking neighbors. Fudge. Anyways. But yeah. So, we're back to the scales. I might actually, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I make this a different video. Probably just going to do this one for a few more minutes and add it to the other one and then, like, do another video afterwards, because I'm just like, no. Not happy. Not happy right now. Not happy with how my camera died after, like, 10 minutes. Like, freaking camera. To be fair, like, we were using it the past couple days anyways, so I should have checked. I did not do that, because I'm not that responsible sometimes. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I do check things ahead of time. Other times I'm just like, hey, we're gonna go with it, see what happens. Because that's my life. When you got stuff to do, sometimes you don't always do things, you know, as thoroughly as you would like. Oh boy. But that's okay. Actually I haven't drawn in a good couple weeks here, which is fine. It's fine. Everybody has, like, creative block or whatever every now and then as an artist, but I forgot what I was talking about, other than, like, the neighbors being annoying and how people need to do art their own way without having too much from other people interrupting them. Because again, everybody's different. Everybody's got a different style, technique, taste. I prefer mythical creatures and beasts and just mythical things in general. Like, I've always had, like, a love for fantasy. I love fantasy stuff. Like, fantasy, ooh boy, you got me. You gonna sign me up? I will be doing fantasy stuff for you in less than 10 seconds flat. Holy crapola. Like, fantasy, galaxy stuff is also another big thing of mine. I really like space. I just like looking at it. It's just so peaceful and calming. Like, something about looking at stars and the different galaxies and stuff is just, oh, it's so nice. Also, camping. When I was a kid, I used to like looking at the stars and stuff. I'm sorry, I thought I heard somebody scream for a minute. Probably my neighbor, but you know, I like the galaxy and stars and planets and stuff like that. So like, I'm planning on doing more galaxy-based stuff as well. It should be really nice to do. It'd just be nice to have in general. But yeah, that's something that's always been close to my heart. Because like, when we went camping, you know, I liked galaxy stuff, looking at the universe and all that. And you know, even today, I still like to, like, sometimes just go on the internet and look up galaxy paintings or drawings, that kind of stuff. That's just always cool, nice, and relaxing to see, and oh, it's just so nice and peaceful, to be quite honest. Just, it's always the best when you find something you enjoy and can actually delve into it every now and again. Like, I need to actually start doing that. Like, art's been a big passion of mine since before high school. I've been drawing, and been getting better and trying to perfect my craft and all that. It's always been a little bit of a struggle, but besides that, it's been pretty good. But yeah, you know, just do little circular motions for the scales and all that. You should be good. Maybe some of what I'm doing to make it look more armored. Also, if you see it, how the scales are, the bigger you do the scales, you know, it'll kind of like look like shading along the way. So like, it's like killing two birds with one stone. You get all this glorious detail, plus you get shading. So yay, double thing there for you guys to know. So yeah, noted that this is a fantastic technique. Let me see if I can actually pull this down so I can show you the wings a little bit. Because, like, ooh, even if it's in frame, it should be in frame. Yeah, it should be fine. So like the wings here, just kind of show you guys. There we go. That's how the wings are. I just kind of did it like up like this. And for the second one, which is here, I just kind of pulled it up back there behind that one, because like it's supposed to look like it's about to take off. And it looked weird when I tried to bring it out here to do the second wing, so I just kind of tucked it behind there. That's usually what I do. I change stuff up, because I was doing a reference for the wings, but like I did the body and all that beforehand, which isn't normally what I do. I'm either using like a reference or it's just straight from my mind. But this one had both, which is fine, because like there's times where I'm just like, I gotta use both. I think I'm gonna leave this one here though. I don't want it to be too long of a video, because I don't know how people feel about this watching the rest of it. I got quite a bit of the scales done on it for the main body. This will be on my Etsy store. I plan on making hopefully a few copies of this, because I'm going to copy it from, onto my printer, like put it on the copy machine for the printer and then print out the picture and hopefully have that spare copy so that I can just, like, if I need to sell it or want to sell multiple copies of it on Etsy, I can do it that way, because I don't have a tablet to do stuff on. I would love a tablet to do stuff on, but I don't have money to do that. I don't have money to afford a tablet. Part of the reason why I have my Etsy is to, like, you know, earn some money to get some stuff for my channel later on, but for now, you know, it is what it is. Because I don't make money from YouTube. I'm a new YouTuber. It takes, like, this is like a common misconception. Most people think, oh, once you're a YouTuber, you automatically make money. No, you wait like a good year, or till you get like I'm trying to think of, like, it's a certain amount of views that you get on your videos before you're actually able to really kind of like start monetizing from it, if you chose to do so, which I don't know if I'm going to do anytime soon, because it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, there's like strict guidelines and stuff like that. Make sure you don't have any copyright claims and stuff like that on your videos, whatnot, blah blah blah. Make sure you're within all the guidelines and whatnot. So like, you have to be within the guidelines and whatnot to be able to, in order to earn money from YouTube. But leave this video here. I will see all you guys in my next one, and as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye!